Hello, everybody. Especially you Marvin Gardens fans. Well, who else would be tuning in, actually? Welcome to Marvin Gardens February 2025. And similar to last year's February garden video, we are um, in a pre-spring spell, and so we've had a couple of days in the 50s, and we're going to have a couple more in the 50s as well. So this is not a snowy February garden video. In fact, I don't even have a previous snowstorm to show you, because I mean we've had quite a few storms come through, but nothing of significance. A couple inches here, a few inches there. I think the biggest one we had was 5 inches, but that's about it. So today we're just kind of enjoying our pre-spring. Of course, meteorological spring is only a few days away, as of March 1st, and we're in way late February, but here we are. Anyway, so let's flip around here and see what's going on. You might notice some muddy ruts there. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Meanwhile, this whole area just looks like a mess, because it is. And you can see the little tractor is out, but it's not back in its usual spot because it got stuck in there. Oops, that's the wrong way. And it took me a while to get it out. The greenhouse still is in its winter mode, meaning it's got everything that goes out in the warmer weather in here to keep it from weathering too much. And well, things are a little messy and muddy around here. Again, I'll explain that in a little bit here. Meanwhile, there's Mr. Ranger. He's trying to see if something's interesting around here. Although not much is. Nothing to really show you that's any different from last month, except for it's a month later. Yeah, Mark. Oh, that sounds great. Here's the herb garden, which is dormant right now. I don't even know if the thyme, which can often winter over, is going to come back. The pet memorial area looks like, well, it looks like the dead of winter, which is, even though we're in the 50s today, it still is the dead of winter. Now, you might notice that I can't remember the last time I showed you a shot of this. Besides the fact that I've left things wide open, so Frankie is looking around for something that might be edible. I did manage to get in here and till all the vegetative matter to use as mulch / compost in the excuse me, asparagus patch, but it's kind of turned into a muddy mess because, well, let's see. I wanted to do not wheelbarrows full, but small trailers full, and well, it just didn't work the way it was supposed to. You can see my several of my support poles have just fallen over, but the grow house has managed to stay up through the wind and the snow that we've had. So I can't argue with that too much. It does need attention. It's kind of in sad shape, and I will need to reinforce all the so-called screens because their screens don't last for more than one season. Anyway, the rest of the beds here are still covered with mulch that we put down. This is just the remnants of trying to get the mulch slash compost out to the asparagus patch, and the ground was in no shape to handle heavy equipment going across it, so we ended up with a big muddy mess out there that I'll show you. We got a couple of small trailer loads of compost out there, but it was just unworkable. Now, I don't know how well you can see what's out there, but we got the small tractor stuck. We got the big tractor out there to unstick the small tractor. We've dumped some of the compost into the asparagus patch. There's obviously not even enough to give everything a nice coverage, so I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we did what we could do. Now, I haven't even counted the beds because they all look the same as they did pretty much last time, except for I've moved some of the fencing so that I could get around with the tractors, and of course the Sky Manor marsh is just looking like it's in midwinter mode, which makes sense because it's midwinter, even though it doesn't quite feel like it today. But what can I say? Anyway, all the seeds have been ordered, and all the seeds have actually been received, and we put together the usual spreadsheet for planning, and not sure what Frankie's got himself into there, but what you got, boy? I don't know what it is, but he's enjoying it, so. And there's nothing much that can hurt him out here, so we'll just let him have his fun. Don't know where. Oh, there's Ranger. Ranger's back in the. Yeah, I left the fencing open on the compost underneath the solar panels, and I'm sure there's lots of great smells under there. So that's where Ranger's hanging out. So let's just take a couple minutes here to I'll show you the pond, and you can see Mr. Koi hanging out down there. He's doing fine. He winters over well. Still a fair amount of ice on the pond because it just builds up. But with all these 50 degree days happening, it's oh, look who's here. It's
Hello.
the French ballerina.
I'm just trying to enjoy the outdoors.
Yes, well, today is a good day to enjoy the pre-spring weather that we're having. And she's also got her music going, which means probably she's going to be singing any minute now.
That's great.
But other than that, we never put away this guy, so it's not frozen solid, but there's quite a bit of ice on it, and there's really nothing else to show you out here. Oh, I don't need gloves, thank you.
I took your gloves by mistake, thinking it was mine.
Well, you can put them on. That's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe I will.
All right. So, well, there's nothing to show you out here because
There's
nothing
You're
happening.
going to do the drone now?
Well, I'll do the drone. Well, probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. I'll get some drone footage. I do have the trail cam done, and it's a short one. It's only about, I don't know, 7 minutes long or something. For no particular reason. It just we got a lot of snow shots. But for some reason, we just didn't have that much that was memorable. Now, yes, I left the hammock out all winter, and unfortunately, this piece is broken. Whoops. So I'm gonna have to go and try to fix that. And I'm afraid these ropes are gonna deteriorate to the fact that to the point where they won't be able to hold somebody up. But we'll see. And yes, I never retired the water features, so we'll see how well those winter over. So, there's not much else to show you. Vanina cannot resist the fact that it's in the 50s, and so she's already getting into cleanup and rake up and stuff like that. Frankie's still working on whatever he's working on over here. What you got, boy? You got it in your mouth? Must be something good. I'm gonna have to come and check that later because I'm not sure. Oh, and Ranger is just sort of grazing in the compost area. But I'm just sort of uh, kind of um, just sort of rambling now. So instead of continuing to ramble about nothing in particular, I don't think there's anything else to show you or anything else to talk about. I'm just gonna sit down here and let's see. Looks like I'm roughly in focus. And say that this is Marvin Gardens, February 2025. I know I've got a trail cam coming, a relatively short one, and I know I'm going to do some drone footage, but I haven't done any yet. So that's it. February. It's mild right now. We're not out of winter yet. So we'll see you next time in March. And probably by the time we see you in March, it'll actually be astronomical spring, even though it's only meteorological spring a couple of days from now. So we'll talk to you later. Bye. Marvin Gardens, February 2025. See you in March. Bye, guys.